Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife, and today we are in the town of DeLand, Florida, a place that neither Sherry or I have ever been. We are here to do some antique shopping. There's a bookstore over here, and let me show you how cute the town is. You can see Sherry, Auburn, Erin, giant toy soldiers, and as soon as we drove into town, Sherry was making the comment that this looks like
a Hallmark town.
It is a Hallmark town for sure. So there's like an antique vintage mall up here, and you guys know we love antique stores, so I'm excited to do a little bit of shopping today. Here we go into the multi-dealer vintage mall. Erin just pointed this out. Look how fun this is, you guys. They're like old forks that has Swiss on it, blue on it. So for like charcuterie boards or cheese boards, you see they have a display right there. I love that. Those are some of the coolest cheese markers that I've seen. So you can see this looks like just a stereotypical awesome vintage market. Each booth has lots of different stuff. This is apparently manly stuff. And one of the things that I love about visiting vintage or antique stores at Christmas time is that they pull out all of the vintage and antique Christmas ornaments. And how cool and nostalgic are those? And they have a second floor, so you guys know I'm going up here to check it out. Look at how fun this Ninja Turtle is. That's awesome. It's $119. And I don't know, this is probably 3.5 feet tall or so. There's some cool stuff in this booth. I love that old Mickey and Donald's. Look at, there's Snow White. Over here we have a whole bunch of Winnie the Pooh stuff. Another Mickey, lots of Disney stuff in here. This is a good booth. There's something over here that I really love though. Like this old school thermos, the old NFL. Look at that, it's even got the old Seahawks logo. That's really cool. Sherry just pointed out this Walt Disney World plate. That's really pretty. I like that. This kind of looks like an older Mickey. I wonder if this has a year on it. Nope, just vintage old style Mickey Mouse plush. $34.50 for that. It is filled with like almost like a beanbag material. My friend Cameron would be interested in this. He has some old gumball machines. This is $25 for that. I have no idea if that is a good price or not. Lots of old sports stuff in this booth, which you guys know I love. Look at the old Chiefs helmet. So cool. And I see something back here I want to look at. They have a whole bunch of old sports pennants. And I love sports pennants because like teams' logos change, the looks of them change. I just think that like vintage pennants are so cool. The Seattle Mariners? I feel like, is there any way for me to get this home in my suitcase without ruining it? And then like the St. Louis Cardinals. There are a lot of people that don't even know the Cardinals were in St. Louis. They know the Rams were there, didn't know the Cardinals were there. So I think things like that are just so cool. Santa Claus Land, Indiana. These are just so awesome. And I just missed it, you guys. Mickey is a great dancer, but Auburn was just impersonating. So I know that this is like somebody's family, but old pictures are just so creepy. This is a really pretty set of Pyrex they have, the 4 different colors. However, this just goes to show you how crazy popular Pyrex is. $160 for the set of 4. All right, we just left one store. We are heading into the Muse bookshop next. You guys know my love for old books, and they have a lot of them here. A pretty amazing Harry Potter set. Look at this, like opens up like a trunk and then has all of the books in there. That's cool. And then this is also cool. All of the Wizard of Oz books. Look at that. $49.95 seems like a great price. I don't know that I've ever been in a bookstore that had more like old books. It's crazy. They have so many just like old copies of books. I love it. Stepped out of the bookstore and Auburn pointed this out. It's like this nice, like, you know, downtown flower pot. And apparently somebody just decided that that's where their orange peel should go. Next we're going to a store called Dorothy's, and even just the outside of the store is amazing. But Erin and Auburn say that even inside is better. Oh my gosh. Okay, I am in love with this store. They have all sorts of like snack stuff, just like different treat stuff. But then they have all sorts of like fun ornaments. They have, look like the pea pod, the taco trucks. And they do have an upside down tree back here. And I don't really know how I feel about the upside down tree thing. I'm more of a traditional tree. I get that you have more room for presents and it works with the display, but I don't know. This is really fun. They have a magic 8-ball. How great are these? I remember having several of these growing up. Also, when we got to Auburn's, she had gifts for Sherry and I, and the gift she gave me was this. She got it here at the store last time we were here. It's like a sparkly Bigfoot ornament. I could not possibly love it more. Auburn pointed this out. So the store is called Dorothy's, and back there is a pair of ruby slippers. Fits the name of the store. And look at all of the nutcrackers up there. The store may not totally be meant for people my height though. All right, so if this entire town is like a Hallmark movie town, this store for sure is a Hallmark movie store. Like inside is just, it's like Christmas threw up in a beautiful, sparkly way. Now we're in the store for the Museum of Art, and they have a lot of different Christmas ornaments. I love these, including, check this out, Erin pointed out, a hedgehog ornament. Also, the gingerbread like cookie ornaments are so cute. I found the cat section, and I agree. Real men love cats, but also this mug. Anybody who owns a cat understands. All right, I love this. They have like an entire Mr. Rogers section, but look at the Be Kind magnets. Little greeting cards. This is fun. This is my kind of book. All right, so I have to show you. We are in this vintage store in downtown DeLand.
Yeah.
And Auburn, I think, is about to win. So we kind of started looking almost as like, I don't know, a little bit of a joke. They have this like discount rack of vintage dresses. And it's like, well, it's always worth a look. And then you kept finding gem after gem. So I don't think you've decided yet how many you're getting.
Right.
But the options. Isn't this the most amazing cruise dress? Like, can you picture this with some cruise ears? The next one, we have the paisley dress, and I love this one. This actually is one of my favorites because of the buttons. The buttons are one of my favorite things about this. So another option, and then we get into, I'll hold this, then we get into the sparkly girls. Sherry, what do you think?
They're hideous.
What?
Yep.
In the most amazing way. Look
In a fun way.
look at how it.
Like you're not buying this because it's actually stylish.
Okay, you guys, even in the camera, you should see how that sparkles. look at the blue one, and then there's this black one. These, I think, are spectacular. And here's what I want to know, you guys, in the comments below. I want them to tell me, Sherry, how much they think these dresses are.
That's a good
because
question.
vintage dresses are normally not cheap.
Right.
However, I tell you guys, because there's a sign down here. This is crazy to me. Special reopening price dresses, $24 or under. You could get all 4 of these for less than $100 American dollars. And that is something. Wow. So we just left DeLand, Florida, and I think we won big time. Sherry Beth?
Yes.
What'd you think of that town?
It's so cute. It really is like a little Hallmark town.
Okay.
It's really cute.
And it wasn't even just the town that was like a Hallmark town. We talked about this when we were in Skagway.
It's like the shop owners.
The
and, like,
people.
Everybody.
Like everybody in that town that we encountered was like nice and friendly and jovial. So this town was awesome. And we went to, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 different shops. There were so many more that we didn't go to. I would come back to this town just to buy lots more sparkly dresses with this one. Those dresses you guys saw, okay, crazy. Ended up being $80 for all of them. That's insane. I think Auburn won the most this time. It was so much fun. Sherry just pointed out how nice it is to be driving along, listening to some holiday traditions. Traditions. All right, friends, I want to talk about something that many of you have noticed over the last several videos. In fact, some of you may be even noticing it right now. Our videos have been shaky lately. We've recently switched to a different camera. We have for over 6 years filmed with the Canon G7X, and honestly we've loved it, but we've started using the Sony ZV-1, and there's a problem with it, right Sherry?
Yep.
It is how shaky the camera is. Yep. And so honestly, it's so frustrating to me. I know a lot of you guys have noticed it. And so I just want to let you guys know the ZV-1 is a great camera when it's on a tripod. Like a sit down camera, we're doing like wow, that sun is just like
killer,
crushing my face. The Sony ZV-1 is a great camera for like sit down videos, at home videos when it's on a tripod. So we're gonna keep using it for that because it is perfect in that situation. But the second my big mitts pick it up and start vlogging with it, it's just like bouncy and jerky and gross.
It doesn't have any auto stabilizing that like the Canon has.
It does. It just is terrible. So just so you guys know, once we are back home in Anchorage, we're actually going back to our Canon camera. So the jerkiness and the bounciness of the video that I know a lot of you guys have noticed, that will be going away because we're going back to the camera that we know and love, the G7X Mark II. And this will just be used for sit-down vlogs. So I know a lot of you guys have been leaving comments about it. Just wanted to let you know we know and we have a fix and a solution. I'm sorry. Thanks for sticking with us through all of the bounciness. So we are here on iDrive going to a winery, and this thing up here is going, and I want to ask a question. Would you guys do this? Let me zoom in.
No.
For Sherry, the answer is for sure no.
Absolutely not.
Like, those are individual swings, and people are just up there in the air, just... What?
They're doubles, aren't they?
I have no clue. Is it really?
It's like
there's
two
two
or three
people in each swing.
Auburn, would you do that?
Yeah.
Sherry, would you do that?
No, you could not pay me to do that.
Went to dinner tonight at Maggiano's, but we have about an hour and a half or so to kill. And so we found a winery that is close to there called Cooper's Hawk Winery and Restaurant that has like a winery tasting room, which is perfect for before dinner wine. So let's go check it out. So we just walked in, and this front room is like the wine bar, the tasting area, which is what we are here to do. Sherry, you are a wine fan. Are you excited?
I am, yeah.
So here's how it works. And honestly, this is an amazing kind of price. They have 3 different sort of tastings you can do. They have the variety tasting, the sweet tasting, and then the luxe tasting. You get 8 different tastings with each of them. They are out of a few of the wines, but they said we can substitute. The variety and the sweet is $10 for the 8 tastings each, and then the luxe is $15. That's kind of amazing. So along with like the tasting area here, they have a little gift shop with little, souvenirs and stuff, but this is awesome. They have a blind tasting experience. So it's 2 bottles of wine, but you can see they have them, or actually no, I'm sorry, it's 3 bottles of wine. They have them wrapped in paper so you don't know what they are. You can see this is the red wine edition. Down here they have like a white wine edition. I think that is such a cool idea for a winery to do. And you can see lots of different stuff. They have cheese boards and coasters, all sorts of like holiday wine glasses. Okay, so I have to say, you guys, the tasting so far here has been absolutely spectacular. It is a little bit busy in here, but not too bad. And I've got to say, not only are the wines great, the way it's laid out is amazing. Just everything about the price is crazy so far. I love it. So we're just leaving the Cooper's Hawk Winery off of iDrive, and I've got to say, none of us went into it with terribly high expectations, just because like International Drive is like a super touristy area, right? It's like going to, I don't know, like Times Square and expecting something that is like real and good. This place, the service was great. The people were so very nice. The price was amazing. The wine was really good, to the point that if we came back to Orlando, we would go here. Like, it was that good. So spectacular. But now we're going to dinner at Maggiano's, because after wine, you need Italian food. So here we are going to our table. Emma, Sherry, Auburn. Ilona's here, Erin's here, Sara's here. So the food is coming, and we are doing family style here. And so basically it's like pick a salad, pick a couple appetizers, a couple pasta dishes, a couple entrees. It's pretty amazing. We have a bunch of fried mozzarella, which it's cheese. How do you go wrong? We have meatballs. We have, this is veal piccata, is that right?
Chicken piccata.
Chicken piccata.
Chicken parm.
Chicken parm. Lasagna. Ravioli.
Cheese ravioli.
Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Well, we're back home. Didn't vlog almost anything at dinner. Showed you guys a little bit of the food. That's pretty much it. Your first Maggiano's experience.
So much food.
We did the family style dinners, and there were, how many of us were there?
7.
7 of us.
And they just kept bringing it out. Like,
we are all so stuffed.
so full.
And there are so many boxes of food. So we did, like that family style meal, which was amazing. Thank you to Sara for a wonderful, wonderful dinner. It was fun to be there with Erin and Ilona and Auburn and Emma, and it was just so great.
It was a great dinner.
It was a great dinner, and the dinner really was the end of our trip. We have to be at the airport in just a matter of hours, honestly.
Like 7 hours from right now.
So we're gonna go finish packing, and then we're going to try to sleep for at least a few hours before getting up very early and going to the airport. I'm not gonna vlog any of that, partly because it's just gonna be a long travel day, and we're really tired.
Yeah.
And so we just want to take the day, travel, and get home.
Yep.
Sherry Beth, how was this trip?
It was such a good trip. I'm glad that we were able to like actually relax and hang out with friends, old and new, and family, and it was a great trip.
Really was a good trip. I feel like we got to do a lot in just over a week. We got to relax, we got to do stuff, we got to see people, we got to meet people, we got to, I don't know, it was just, I'm going home thankful.
Yeah.
It was really cool. I was thinking that, when we would come to Orlando like 2.5, 3 years ago, it was just like Sherry and I here, renting a hotel, doing the parks. It was just kind of us. We didn't see anybody we knew. We just kind of did our vacation by ourselves.
Right.
And now, like, every day of this trip is filled with people we know and people we love.
Yeah.
And it's just such a different experience in a really cool way. So, friends, thanks for hanging out with us today as we went antique shopping.
Yes.
Checking out DeLand. DeLand? I think it's DeLand. It was such a fun day. So, friends, we love you guys so very much, and we'll see you on the next LeggLife video.